Slasher is the first killer you can get in Forsaken, being free and is easy to use when you start in the game. However, this killer has a lot of secrets, and in this video we're gonna talk about all of them. 1. Abilities. Slasher is the first killer we get, being totally free and easy to use for new people. However, this is one of the most overpowered characters of the game, being capable to kill people in seconds if you know how to play with him. Slasher has 1250 of health, being the second most strongest in the game. Also, having a special power, having less terror radius than all the killers in the game. But what is terror radius? Terror radius is the sound you hear when he's close. Here is an example. His first ability is Slash, having a cooldown of 1.9 seconds and does 20 damage slashing the survivor, also giving bleeding 1 and making the survivor lose health in a period of 5 seconds. The second ability is Behead. This ability is like Slash but better, doing 20 damage and inflicting helpless 1 for 14 seconds to the survivor. This effect makes it so the survivor can use any ability, making it overpowered when fighting a guest or a sentinel. However, this ability has a cooldown of 19 seconds and gives the killer slowness 1 for 2 seconds. The third ability is Gushing Wound. This ability makes Slasher do a combo to the survivor, doing 50 damage without stopping. This combo can't be stopped if the killer has already hit the survivor and can't be stunned. Also, if any survivor goes in your way when you're doing it, you're gonna do damage to the people near you too. Sadly, this ability has a cooldown of 32 seconds and the guests can get a free block for this ability. The last ability is Ragging Peace. This ability has a cooldown of 30 seconds and makes Slasher enraged. This state multiplies the damage of every ability more than 25%. When using Raging Peace, Slasher becomes enraged and you can see his eyes with a glowing red, and becomes a little slower than running but faster than Golding. Also, in this state, Slasher is immune to stuns. He can't be stunned by any sentinel. Also, the nearest survivor to him will be visible and will have a yellow glow effect. This state can only be used for 14 seconds, and when using it, your stamina will go down until 70. 2. In-game. On a normal match, Slasher is useful for chasing a big count of people, because all of his attacks can hit multiple players at the same time, like Behead, Kashigund and Slash. Unfortunately, because of that, it's easy to make a lot of strategies using the area damage of Slasher to the survivor's benefit. Like, as example, guests can block Gashing Gund and normal hits. Another strategy that helps survivors includes Tussikar, because he can protect the survivors being attacked by Gashing Gund.
But also there are benefits for Slasher. The fourth ability of Slasher helps him to do more damage in area because it throws him a little forward to attack, like if he was executing a charge. Thanks to this, the direction of a match can change from losing to owning the server.
Now we're going to analyze all exclusive skins of Slasher and playable skins to see all of the interactions. First of all, we're gonna see the default.
Slasher default skin as Necroblock second boot tucked to his shoulder.
Also, we can see that he's wearing a bacon t-shirt under his jacket, like his jacket was torn apart. Also, the chainsaw has some blood on the handle that kinda looks like a drawing, but I don't know if it's true or not. Milestone 1. In Milestone 1, you can see that he has the Area 51 suit, and below that suit, he has the bacon t-shirt. You can also see that he has a deformed face. You can see his bacon hair also a little cut. Milestone 1 represents when Slasher was the target of experimentation for Area 51 facilities. Milestone 2. Milestone 2, you can see that there's fairly noticeable blood stain on the right eye of his mask, and you can see that the Area 51 suit is fastened. We can see that several blood stains on his body, thoroughly caused by the past experiments of the laboratory. He also has a kind of chains on his wrist, which indicates that he escaped. We can say that his skin represents the moment when the entity escaped from Area 51, including Slasher. Milestone 3. Let's start with the head. On the left side of his head, we can see that his mask from previous skins is now completely destroyed, while on the right side, it can be seen that it's almost flawless and no made of metal. We can also see that the bag he had on his head has several mysterious stains. No Slasher has chains on his torso. These chains could represent an accident or perhaps some way to defend himself from the others. On the torso, Slasher's bones can be seen, and this could indicate that Slasher received several injuries, thus explaining why he has chains and why his mask is almost completely broken. Moving on to his left arm, we can see that the safety brush on his wrist is now worn out. We can see that the necroboxygon is his entire body, but it's a blue aura that we could interpret as water aura. Instead of a chainsaw, Slasher now carries a harpoon. The skin could show us how he died drowning. Milestone 4. Now the book contains a saw inside. Instead of a harpoon, it has a kind of trident, and his machete is now replaced by a demonic sword that contains unknown hieroglyphs. This skin could represent the moment when Slasher became more than just a common killer. This could represent that Slasher was completely consumed by the Necrobloxicon, because his trident seems to be from a demon, and his sword as well. Besides, the killing that Slasher does is not done for normal reasons like self-defense or an accident. It seems to be done by a deal with a demon.